But in the backdrop of all this, let's get in our guest, Prathamesh Mallya, Chief Analyst, Non-Agri Commodities and Currencies at Angel Broking, who joins us now. Prathamesh, let's start with what your view on crude oil is. The strength seems to be good and sustaining. So what would you recommend there? You have a buy at least with a target of 3600, 3610. For what time horizon is this? And do you believe we could go even further from where we are?
Yes, Pranay, the trading strategy is purely from a 2 to 3 trading sessions perspective, wherein a rise of almost 60 to 70 points from here on is what we're expecting. But then, yes, note of caution again, because the disturbances in Iraq is something which is moving all markets. Besides, even OPEC's commitment is also there on the cards, wherein they're committing close to 85-90% of their commitment of cutting their output cuts. So this is something which is lifting all markets, but inventories still seems to be high. I think 3,600 is where you should see some bit of caution. So in that sense, just play this more for the momentum. 3,600 seems to be there on the cards.
Okay, and what about gold? You have a sell call there with the target of 29,050. So if you can give us what you feel on the rupee and what your MCX target is, and especially if we speak about the COMEX as well, we've been kind of flat at close to 1275 now.
Yes, Pranay, I think there are a lot of crucial events as you spoke. We have FOMC commentary tonight, talks of rate hike being there, besides the possibility of appointing new US Fed chair. All this could possibly take a toll down on precious metals, gold and silver both. We would be bearish on both these metals. Gold would probably headed towards 28,500 for that mark. 29,200 is what is currently trading at. Silver also we would see possibly moving lower towards 38,500 mark. So we'll sell both these metals.
Let's speak about industrial metals then, but no, before that, let's get your call on silver. You have a sell call on silver as well with a target of 38,600. What's the time horizon for this?
Again, that time horizon for this would be 2 to 3 trading sessions, and the better sell on higher levels. You would not buy silver in this particular instance.
Pardon me, I suppose you already mentioned silver in your answer, but on industrial metals then, Prathamesh, copper, you have a buy call with a target of 458 to 460. And apart from this, what's the view on aluminium, because that's also trading at record high levels?
Yes, in the entire base metal of, if I am confident about one metal, it is aluminium. Smelting capacities is going to be off-taken in China, and that is really going to be a boost for aluminium. I think 150 seems to be there on the cards. While talking about copper, 460 again looks immediate target, but a note of caution on copper. Technically, again, 460, it is what 465 was the previous high that was seen in this particular sense. So in that sense, I would see a technical correction being seen once it reaches 460 mark. So note of caution on copper, but in the entire base metal pack, nickel has surprised quite a lot because of the possibility of usage in electric cars. That is possibly going to be a longer term story, but then it is being priced right now. So again, nickel is very risky and volatile. So if you want to make one bet in the base metal pack, and for short term perspective, I would be aluminium. It would be buy on every dips. If you're looking for copper, near term strategy, 1 to 2 trading sessions, 460 seems to be there in the cards for copper.
All right, Prathamesh, thank you so much for joining in. We're going to leave it at that. But that was Prathamesh and his strategies on precious metals, crude oil, as well as his call on copper. We'll take a very quick break, but we'll get you all the